Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Gracious and the Merciful. I welcome you all to Grade 10 Chemistry on behalf of AIM School System. It's our third lesson and our topic is Law of Mass Action. Before moving forward, let's have a recap of the previous lesson. We discussed about dynamic equilibrium, the factors affecting dynamic equilibrium, and what are the fundamentals of dynamic equilibrium. Let's come to the objectives of today's lesson. Our main focus will be to increase the understanding level of the student about law of mass action. They will know about general expression for equilibrium constant. Our today's topic is law of mass action. Background of this law is, it was proposed by two Norwegian chemists, K2 Maximilian Goldberg and Peter Weg in 1864. Statement of their law is as under. The rate or speed of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of active masses of reacting substances. It is quite obvious and clear from this statement that a chemical reaction is totally depending upon the elements which are responsible for the chemical reaction, which we call reactant. So, for a chemical reaction, reactant are of great importance, and the overall quantity or concentration of the reaction is totally dependent on this reactant elements. What are active masses? Active masses shows us the concentration or the effective quantity of number of moles dissolved in a solution. So active masses is the concentration or the quantity which is dissolved in 1 liter of a solution. What is the significance or importance of law of mass action? Law of mass action is very important for us because this law shows us the relationship between the quantity of reactant and product at equilibrium during a chemical reaction. Whenever a chemical reaction is at equilibrium, it will be due to this law of mass action. Let's come to the general expression for equilibrium constant. We will consider a reversible reaction A plus B directed towards C and D. These A and B, they are separated from C and D with two arrows, one directing from left to right while the other from right to left. A and B are the reactant and C or D the product. We place A, B, C and D respectively in square bracket to represent them in molar concentration form. According to law of mass action, rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of A and B. So we can write forward reaction RF is directly proportional to concentration A and concentration B, which are reactant. So we can write rate of forward reaction is equal to K small f into concentration A and concentration B. We consider it as equation number 1. Similarly, for reverse reaction, we can write reverse reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of product C and D. We can write them as follow. R small r is directly proportional to concentration C and concentration D, which is equal to R small r equal to K R into concentration D and concentration C respectively. We name it equation number 2. Kf and K are the constant of proportionality. As we know that in equilibrium state, the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of reverse reaction. So we can write Rf equal to R small r. By putting the value of rate of forward reaction and the rate of reverse reaction, we can form another equation as under. Kf into concentration of reactant A and B is equal to rate of reverse reaction Kr into concentration C and concentration D. Let's come to the home assignment. Here are two reverse reactions. Your job is to derive equilibrium constant expression for them. Attempt these reactions and share it in your WhatsApp group. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.